Hi guys, I hope you're all in good energies. It is okay to be nervous, it is okay to be anxious, it is also okay to be restless. But what is more important is I hope you're excited. You should be, because you have worked so hard for tomorrow's exam. Today is the penultimate day. The way your mindset is today decides the mindset of tomorrow. One thing you should always carry tomorrow in your mindset is intent wins over content. The intent that you carry to the exam matters. Don't go with doubts in your heart. Go with belief in your mind and heart. Go with all the belief that you have worked hard for it and the destiny will favor you. If you have that belief, automatically things will fall in place. This I can assure you of. Okay, one concept that I would like to introduce here is a concept called flow state. This flow state was introduced by Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi. He is an American-Hungarian psychologist who introduced this so-called flow state. What does this mean? This means it is the time in our life when we are doing something, we get completely engaged and completely absorbed. It is when we feel like the time stands still and where everything else blurs away. All our worries fade away. The entire world has now become silent and we are one with whatever activity we are doing. This is what is known as flow state. Tomorrow, for 120 minutes in the morning and 120 minutes in the afternoon, you have to reach this flow state. You and the exam paper is all you should think of, nothing else matters. From the start of the first minute to the end of the 120th minute, you and the paper and nothing else matters. So carry a positive mindset and develop that attitude to stay in that flow state when the exam starts. Whatever practice you have done so far, at the end of the day, it all boils down to can you perform or not? And you should have the belief that you will perform and only then you can perform. So I hope that you indulge and I hope that you internalize this concept called flow state tomorrow. Now, there are a few pointers that I would like to make. These are my mantras when I used to go for prelims exam that I used to always tell myself, that calmed myself down, that allowed me to see the reality of this exam. And these are the few things that I would like to tell you. You can write it down and keep internalizing it to make sure that you're not nervous and you're calm and you're centered when you're going to the exam. The first is keep telling yourself that it is just another exam. Don't allow the hype to reach your mind. When you go there, you should not feel the hype. It is an UPSC exam. Oh my God, it is one of the toughest exams. This is not how you should think. Think that it is just another exam and I will deal with it. This is the first mantra. This is just another exam and I will deal with it. The second is always keep telling yourself, I believe in myself. You have the right to do it. You have worked hard. You have sacrificed so many days that you can tell that you believe in yourself. Until you believe in yourself, the results will not come. That is the truth. So please believe in yourself. The third is tell yourself that I have done my best. The rest is left to the destiny. Okay, that is the third thing. Leave it to the destiny. You do your job. You love the process. You execute your excellence to the maximum and don't let yourself be obsessed with the result. Just do your best and come out. So tell yourself, I have done my best and the rest is just destiny. The next is always keep telling yourself, tomorrow for the first half and the second half, I am going to enjoy the process. I am going to enjoy the uncertainty. I am going to enjoy the shocks. I am going to adapt. I am going to be flexible. And all this will happen only on those students who have a very strong character. So I hope that you keep telling yourself that you enjoy yourself and not only tell yourself, but please do enjoy yourself when you go to that exam. Remove all those things, all the clutches, all the pressure from your mind and just go and enjoy the process. Execute the process to the fullest. When Virat Kohli goes to the pitch, the amount of pressure that they have to endure is enormous. But that doesn't mean that they do not enjoy the process of playing cricket. And whenever they do enjoy, they end up performing the best. And this is what even you have to do. When you go to that exam, you have to endure pressure. You will have the nervousness. You will definitely have the uncertainty. There will always be a shocking element. But who's the winner is the one who can endure all these things, adapt to the situation, be flexible, and can emerge victorious. And this can happen at a broader level when you're ready to enjoy the process. If you're obsessed about the outcome of what happens post prelims, you will not enjoy the process, and that itself will pull you down. So I hope you're ready to enjoy the process. Keep telling yourself to enjoy the process. Okay. The next is keep telling yourself one question at a time, one paper at a time. That is all your mind should think. You're there in GS1 paper, stop thinking about CSAT paper. In GS1, you're doing question 1, stop thinking about question 2. You, one question at a time, one subject at a time. That is all your mind should think. So I hope these are the mantras that you will internalize, that will help you to stay calm and centered when you go to the exam tomorrow. I'll just repeat the mantras. 1, it is just another exam. 2nd, I believe in myself. The 3rd, I've done my best, and the rest is to the destiny. The 4th is I will enjoy myself. I will enjoy the process. I will be adaptable, flexible. I will endure the pressure, the uncertainty, and the shocking element that comes in the paper. Keep telling this. The next is one question at a time, one paper at a time. That is how you should go. So these are few things that you can keep telling yourself and internalize even when you're entering the exam hall. When you feel that the gush of anxiety hits you, tell yourself that I have prepared. Tell yourself that it is just another exam. That itself will calm you down. And that is how your attitude should be, and that is how you should carry this exam. If you allow the hype to go to your head, then even the concepts that you know will not come in that exam. Okay, even the concepts that you can use to deduce the answers, you will not be able to use it. Your mind will not work properly, so don't give to that hype. Calm yourself down and perform to the maximum. Stop looking at the gallery. Just look at the bowler, look at the pitch and bat. That is all you have to do, and I hope you get the spirit of what I'm trying to tell you. Now, a few pointers about the general studies paper. I will not get into the technicalities, it is not the right time to do it. Just a few brushing up of the general instructions. 1, please carry your hall ticket and make sure that you carry the ID card as given in your hall ticket. Carry 2 photographs and 2 black ballpoint pens. Please don't forget this. Okay, wear an outfit that will make you feel comfortable, and carry the lunch if there is a possibility for you to do that, because that is very important. Instead of roaming around and trying to search for a new outlet there, please carry your own food for the afternoon. And to keep the energy levels high in the afternoon, you can carry some black coffee, or you can carry chocolates that can help you give that burst of energy. These are a few things that you should be prepared for. The next is, when you start your GS paper, try to complete 3 rounds. It is okay if you're used to completing only 1 round, in that only you're doing. You have different way or different skill set of doing it, but this is just my general instructions. Take whatever is necessary. Don't take whatever you feel that you have your own style. It is completely okay. Okay. The only thing is I just want to brush up so that my students are in tune with the exam. So 1, I would like to say complete the GS paper with 3 rounds. The first round should always be completed within 45 minutes. The reason why it is important for you to complete all the 100 questions in 45 minutes once is because that will give you the gauge of the difficulty of the paper and how many questions you should attempt. So the question of how many questions to attempt should be taken a call once you're done with the first round. If the paper is difficult, take less risks. If the paper is relatively easy, you can take a few risks. Okay, so the decision should be made there. So complete the first round to decide how the paper is. The second is, when you are completed the first round, you will understand which are the subjects where the questions are easy, which are the subjects where the questions are difficult. So on that basis, you can take more call on the risks on easy questions of easy subject, and you can take less risks on those subjects which you see that it is too factual or difficult. Now, which subjects will end up becoming easy, which subject will end up becoming difficult is not in your hand or our hand. It just depends on that day. So all these things can happen if you can complete your first round in 45 minutes. So that is very critical. So have a mind on that. The third is, bubble the OMR sheet after every round. Please, under any circumstances, don't keep the last few minutes for bubbling. There will be bubbling errors. If you do that, please don't do that. Okay, the next is, there is going to be silly mistakes. Few questions you will know and you will end up marking wrong answers, or you may overanalyze and mark wrong answers. Don't let that silly mistakes cloud your entire question paper. Don't keep thinking about the silly mistake that will screw up your entire paper. It is okay, let it go. The next is shed your ego. For example, if it is your favorite subject and if you are not able to get the answer, it is okay. If it is your optional and still you are not able to get the answer for that particular subject, it is okay. Shed your ego. Don't worry about it. If you don't have the answer, it is okay. Okay, just go to the next one. The next is look for clues. Even on concepts you have not studied, even on concepts you have not heard, you can get the answer if you develop the habit of looking for clues. Now the clues will come if you look at it with calm mind, with a presence of mind. So be calm and with presence of mind, look for clues. The clues will always give you the answer. The clues will always make you reach the truth. So please look for clues. Don't be judgmental. The moment you're reading this subject, let us say the subject is ancient, the question is from ancient India and you're not strong in ancient India. Don't judge that I will not know that answer because that subject is not what I've studied. No, don't judge the question, don't judge the paper. Read the question, look for clues. If you get the clues, answer it, otherwise move to the next one. Be very neutral. Don't judge just because a question is coming from your weak subject, your weak area or unprepared topic. Nothing matters. Start with a clean slate, take one question at a time and just handle that question with pure merit. No prejudice. I don't know, I don't understand, I have not studied this topic, this is my weak area, this is a weak subject. Nothing matters. Just take that question and solve it. Okay, this is some things. The last thing is the paper will definitely be lengthier. So please, under any circumstances, manage time properly. Keep a checkpoint where for every 20 questions, keep looking at the time. Every 20 questions, keep looking at the time so that you're on par with whatever time and checkpoints that you have set. Because if you don't manage time, automatically all the easy questions that you would have answered, now it will seem very difficult. So please, under any circumstances, manage time better. This is a few pointers that I want to tell in GS1. The next is during the break after your GS1, what you should not do. Okay, the first is don't introspect your performance in GS1 after your break. Your mind will obviously go back, but pull it back. The second, don't speculate the paper with your friends there itself. The third, put your mobile away, don't switch on your phone itself. These are the three things that I request you people not to do, because if you speculate, if you speak in your phone and if you start introspecting, whatever the outcome of that introspection, the speculation as well as the communication will run in your CSAT paper. Okay, so under any circumstances, you do know how CSAT is very crucial and important. So please, under any circumstances, don't do these things. The only thing that you should do is relax, eat good food, and if you want, just go through the CSAT formulas or any worked examples that you want to see. This is all you have to do. Speak less, just relax, meditate and prepare yourself to get into that flow state in the afternoon. The moment the time hits the afternoon, when your time starts for CSAT paper, you should bounce back with the highest energy, because CSAT requires your energy levels to be very, very high. You have to be hyper-focused. You have to read every line very quickly. You have to be quick. You have to be swift. The decision making should be very, very fast. So if this has to happen, then you have to maintain your energy levels and you have to reduce your distractions. The distractions will automatically reduce if you switch off your phone in your break, if you stop speculating in your break, and if you don't introspect yourself about GS1 in the break. Tell yourself that you have done your best. The left is for the destiny to take over. Right? So this is what I want you to do during the break time. The next is the CSAT paper. The first and the foremost thing that I want you to carry is energy. You need enormous amount of energy. Be very active and very energetic when you're entering the exam. The second I want you to do is carry the intent. Carry the positive intent. Don't worry about the past, what has happened. Don't worry about your weaknesses. Carry the intent that you have worked hard and you will do it. The third is, tell yourself this paper's success depends on two things. One, managing time. The second is executing it to the excellent level. Okay, if you can manage the time, the paper will be easy. If you cannot manage time, the easy questions become difficult. CSAT especially will start turning out to be very, very dicey paper. Okay, so under any circumstances, you should manage time better. Next, don't get absorbed by the hype created for this paper. If you can go and focus and get hold of that easy questions, you are going to clear this. So it all depends on you maintain your composure. If you maintain your composure to catch that easy questions, you will win this game. It is all about you going swiftly and trying to solve as many questions as possible so that you catch that easy questions and solve it as soon as possible. The next is, since the first 15 minutes of this paper is very, very critical, please don't screw up the first 15 minutes. Because if you screw up the 15 minutes, that negative aspect or negative thing will rub off on the next 15 minutes, and this will have the ripple effect in your complete paper. So, under any circumstances, make sure that the first 15 minutes are secured, you're doing your best. What I would like to suggest is, because the first 15 to 20 minutes are crucial, start with reading comprehension. Because that is where you can calm yourself down, you can then be centered, you can get into that rhythm. It gives you time and scope to do that. So reading comprehension is something that you can start off in the first 45 minutes, try to finish all the reading comprehension questions. If you do that, that gives you a sense of security, that gives you a sense of completeness that you're closer to the success in the CSAT paper. Otherwise, many students who are actually strong in mathematics had messaged me that they want to start with it. That is also fine. It all depends on your strategies. I am only giving general pointers. The next is, shed your ego. Just because you have invested 2 minutes on a question and if you're not able to get the answer, don't worry about it. Skip it and just go to the next one. Don't heed to your ego. Just shed it and go. Okay. The next is, solve as many questions as possible. Don't sit on any one question for longer periods of time. Keep telling yourself that. Solve as many questions as possible. Okay, so these are a few general pointers for the CSAT paper. I know that you've practiced enough. CSAT paper is not difficult. It is the time that makes the paper difficult. So manage the time better. That is the mantra for CSAT. I hope that the pointers were helpful. You can take those pointers that is more relevant to you. You can skip the other things. However, one thing what I want to end my video with is, I am really proud of my students for the last 6 months, the way they have pushed themselves. So much of distractions. There were postponement of exams. There was announcement of different things that was happening. In all those distractions, you were able to keep your head high. You are able to be focused, you are able to do and get things done daily basis, and this requires diligence, commitment and sacrifice. So I am proud of all you guys. I know that tomorrow you are going to perform. The only thing I want you to I want you to know is just enjoy the process. Just enjoy the process. Try to endure this feeling and relish that moment, because this is the moment that will not come again. The moment you are done with your student phase and go into the real life scenario, you will not get to enjoy whatever you're feeling right now. So enjoy the process, enjoy the moment. I'll see you after prelims, guys. I know that you will be successful. I believe in you and I hope you believe in yourself. I'll see you again, guys. Bye.